Hi guys! Today I'm reviewing the Bunn Velocity Brew coffee maker. This is an extremely basic machine that works very simply and has just one button to operate. This unit brews 4 to 10 cups or 20 to 50 ounces in 3 to 4 minutes. It's 14.3 inches tall, 7.1 inches wide, and 13.8 inches deep. It's large and will take up some counter space. Pretty much any restaurant you go to will have a Bunn Industrial coffee maker, and that's what Bunn is known for. This unit is designed and assembled in the USA. Of course, some of the parts used are from other countries, like most designed and assembled in the USA labeled products. The look of this coffee maker is very industrial. It's not compact and pretty like a lot of other coffee makers. This unit stands out from most other coffee makers because of its stainless steel hot water tank. Just about every other coffee machine available today has a plastic tank. The carafe is glass and has this weird looking spout, but it works. It is drip free. The warming plate is porcelain coated and gets very hot. The unit comes with an instruction manual, this descaling tool. Bunn does have a sense of humor. It says see page 18 of the manual. It will all make sense. Paper filters are included. This looks about 40 maybe. With most coffee makers, you only get a few filters, if any at all. With standard coffee makers, you pour in the water, put the coffee grinds in, turn the machine on, and it brews. But this Bunn works a little bit differently. If you want 6 cups of coffee, you can't just pour 6 cups of water in the tank and it'll brew. The tank needs to have water already in it. That water stays hot as long as the machine is left on. This is the switch to turn the tank on. And when you leave the machine on, the water stays hot at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. When you want to brew, put the coffee in, and you pour in 6 cups of cold water, and then 6 cups of hot water from the tank will pour over the coffee and into the carafe. This is the mechanical valve plunger. When you close the lid, the plunger depresses and the cold water is replaced with the hot water. There are cup markings from 4 to 10 on the carafe. When you first get the machine, do not plug it in. There are a couple of steps you have to do before you can plug in the machine. First, you fill the carafe with cold water and pour that into the brewer. Close the lid and wait 3 minutes. You can hear the water going into the tank. After 3 minutes, we'll pour in another carafe of water. Put the carafe on the plate, close the lid. You can hear the water going into the tank. Now we'll wait until the water flows into the carafe. The water stopped flowing. Now we can pour this water out. Put the carafe back on the warmer plate. Now we can plug in the brewer. Press the tank switch on the side to the on position. You'll see that the button is lit up here. Now we have to wait 15 minutes for the water to heat. We only have to do this once. As long as you keep the tank switch on in the future, the water in the tank will stay hot at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you do unplug the machine at any point and the machine cools down, you will have to heat the water up again for 15 minutes. So the point of this machine is to have hot water in the tank ready to brew at any time. If you want to try out the Bunn, I've put a link in the description below. A whole pot of coffee, 10 cups, will brew in 4 minutes, which is pretty quick. One thing I don't like about the machine is that there's no way to tell how much water is in the tank. Some of the water left in the tank could evaporate. If you're traveling or not going to be using the unit for a long time, you have to drain the water in the unit by turning the unit upside down once it's cool. The glass carafe and the brew funnel should be cleaned after each use. They're dishwasher safe, top shelf only. I prefer to hand wash it. Wipe down the unit with a damp cloth when you need to. Every 3 months, clean the spray head tube. A deep cleaning should be done every 3 months, and there are detailed instructions in the manual. Since there's hot water in the tank at all times, You could use it for hot tea or making oatmeal in the morning. It's like having instant hot water. You do have to remember to shut off the machine if you need to, because like some other machines, it does not turn itself off after, let's say, 30 minutes or an hour. So it's very manual. A lot of people wonder how much electricity this machine uses because it has to be plugged in all the time. I haven't tested it personally, but from what I've read and other people's experience, it really doesn't use a whole lot of electricity. It's been 15 minutes. The tank is very hot. The warmer plate is burning hot. Now we're ready to make coffee. First, put the coffee in the basket. I'm using one of Bunn's filters. These filters are about 1/4 inch higher than regular filters. And this basket is very deep, so I would think it's best to use the Bunn filters. I'll pour in 6 heaping tablespoons of coffee, since I'm going to make 6 cups of coffee. Level out the coffee, slide it in. I'm going to use 6 cups of filtered water. The water that comes out of my tap is horrible, so I always use filtered water. Open the lid and pour the water in. Now make sure not to close the lid right now. Put the carafe on the warming plate and make sure it's centered. Now close the lid, because what happens is the water will come out almost instantly, and if you close the lid without having the carafe here, water will just flow. So the 6 cups of coffee brewed in 2.5 minutes. The cold water we poured in the tank is being heated up. You can hear it. The coffee is extremely hot. You can see it. I'll taste it. It is super hot. It's really hotter than most coffee makers. The coffee tastes good and it brewed very quickly. There was no dripping while pouring, so the carafe is designed well. And I like that while brewing, there was no smell of plastic that you get from many other coffee makers. The coffee brews quickly, is very hot, and tastes good. If you just drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning and that's it, this Bunn would not make sense for you. I would recommend this unit for people who drink a lot of coffee or those with a family of coffee drinkers. I hope you found this review useful. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.